We're ready for the Misano MotoGP rematch here. Simoncelli, pole position for the third time in a row here. In San Marino is Maverick Vinalas. Jack Miller after a big crashing warm-up second ahead of Fabio Quartararo. Anche Morbidelli. Petrucci completes an all-Italian row 3 ahead of Dovizioso. Mir, keep an eye on him, he's had great race pace.
Yamaha and KTM all run the mediums on the rear, and it's 42
into what they had last week. Last weekend in Misano, it was the third closest top 15 we've had in a full-length Premier Class Grand Prix.
Closer than ever. Away we go. Brilliant start from Jack Miller. He's going to zoom through to the lead into turn 1 out front.
And Vinalas goes up the inside of Miller into the fourth corner. Vinalas then from pole into the lead on lap 1. So Maverick Vinalas just where he wants to be. Pecco Bagnaia pounces straight away up the inside of Fabio Quartararo. Or does he? I think was off the circuit. Certainly one of the opponents. And I think Morbidelli's now last.
Binder goes up the inside of Pol Espargaro into turn.
The call week. He'll certainly feel sick right now. No repeat of Iterikes from last weekend. Aleix Espargaro down and out on lap 1. Has made the move stick finally on Fabio Quartararo then. He's up in a third. It was Morbidelli involved.
On board there with, he said yesterday he felt like they've made a step forward. It looks like it is so far. He leads.
Good first lap for Mir. He's picked
To see Binder's going around the outside of Fabio Quartararo. Surely
Rossi's down.
Rossi's gone. Turn 4. Oh, disaster. There will be no
down and out very early on here. There was late hard take for Rossi one weekend ago when he got picked for the podium by Mir. There's early hard.
The inside of Jack Miller. Brad Binder then now into the podium positions. He's up to third, and Aleix Espargaro is heartbroken.
Pol Espargaro and Fabio Quartararo.
Binder's gone down. Binder's gone down now. Turn 15. He was on the podium.
What? Binder down. Is he back up?
Across the line we go then. Vinales, a 32.8, a 32.7. Lecuona and Alex Marquez, Matt, are in 8th and 9th.
Incredible. You cannot take your eyes off this race. So Rossi out and back, remount on the factory Yamaha. There'll be no 200th podium for him. Binder did remount as well.
Vinales' lead already. There's Joan Mir. He's made good progress. He's picking off a few a lap at the moment. He's got
and Morbidelli, isn't it? Oh, it was Aleix Espargaro. He lost the control, heavy fuel load. So, well, that was Binder. I thought that was like, you know what?
Half a second between Maverick Vinales and Pecco Bagnaia across the line. Then it's Pol Espargaro in third. Quartararo, a huge gap in fact. That group have lost so much ground. Pecco Bagnaia. There's Joan Mir. He's finally found a way through on Danilo Petrucci.
It's that qualifying yesterday. Suzuki struggling to get the best out of that Michelin rear tyre. Pushes the front run tyre. Costly for the factory Suzuki. Alex Rins at the moment. He's down in 15th place.
Lecuona's just gone past. It works out for them. Into turn 10 we go then. Maverick Vinales still with the advantage over Pecco. My, how
isn't it? Pecco Bagnaia has looked so good all weekend. We know he can go the race distance in terms of his fiddling him back or hindering him, and that's clear for all to see as he really now starts to pile the pressure on Maverick Vinales.
Pecco Bagnaia, will he try and make the move into turn 1? Is he close enough? Maverick's been given...
Yeah, they exchange fastest laps in this race then, don't they? The man in second place we're looking at there close enough.
Here's Brad Binder.
Yeah, just let the inquest begin.
Oh, lovely. Slightly wide into turn 4. Look wide on exit. And now they're side by side. Maverick Vinales and Pecco Bagnaia on the approach to turn 8.
Yeah, Bagnaia's moved by the Italian, but Pecco Bagnaia then hits the front. And he's had the rhythm all weekend to make a break. I can take out of turn 10. The acceleration, the speed coming out of turn 10 on that Ducati. That's to the ground. Being shown there by the Ducati. It was a mistake by Vinales. He got in wide at turn 4, and two very impressive rookies there, Lecuona and Alex Marquez. Although it's actually Miguel Oliveira, isn't it? Because Lecuona is further ahead. Unfortunately, it's starting to fade and drop back down the ranking. So Miller at the moment surrendering vital World Championship points as well. Brilliant. And at the moment, Vinales has got absolutely nothing for Pecco Bagnaia. Nothing.
One rider who's starting to get into a bit going down. I thought I heard someone going down. Fabio Quartararo then in 4th place on that last lap, quicker than Pol ahead of him.
A couple of tenths slower than the Frenchman, so not really any great chance of bridging that gap over the latter stage of this race.
Second here last week, and he's riding that Ducati like nobody else has ridden it in a long time.
I mean, Ducati right now.
That's your gap. That's the helicopter view of the top 4. Joan Mir seconds down on the leaders, even though he's lapping just as quick as Bagnaia out front.
Yeah, first top 6 seconds, and for Lecuona a first top Marquez, because we know how good he is with late race pace. He said his fastest lap of the Grand Prix last weekend on the very
race at the moment. The gap at the front, 9 tenths between Pecco Bagnaia and Maverick Vinales. Race though for Pecco Bagnaia. If he's to win this, he's got 20 laps now on his own to put in the rhythm. Dovi's now gone through on after that crash this morning in the warm-up as well. Jack cannot wait to get to Barcelona. In fact, Jack's name's falling down the top.
Seconds behind Quartararo and about 1.7 seconds ahead of Iker Lecuona, who's still in that 6th place, up into the 133s, which will be a slight concern because behind him Oliveira's upping his pace.
It's interesting here, it's looking like some of the KTMs opted last minute to go for a soft rear tyre. Our data is out there on a soft rear tyre as well.
What about this though from Iker Lecuona? Dumped, and here he is now, a few weeks later, fighting for his maiden top 6. Absolutely brilliant performance by him, and another very out of that Michelin rear tyre just has not happened at all. Although look at that live standings, it will be tied between.
There's a lot of race left here though, Matt, for things to change quite dramatically. I will say this, if Maverick Vinales holds on to second,
Onto the coattails of Pecco Bagnaia right now on this lap. Bagnaia found another 10th. His teeth into Danilo Petrucci. That's a battle for 11th and 12th. A long way back to catch Alex Rins, who was fighting for Indigo. That stomach bug has really knocked him out of his stride. The Morbidelli belly is particularly helping his cause as well.
Tranmere here, still lapping in the mid 132s, catching Fabio Quartararo's bike, lost power.
That's going to be frustrating when you're gritting your teeth and getting out there after such a crucial championship points loss for Jack Miller through no fault of his own. Not the first time that's happened to a Pramac Ducati this year, is it? Of course, in MotoGP, a mechanical cost India as well.
Cast your minds back to last week, Pecco Bagnaia in the close. There must be another reason for him pulling in, because there's only 15 riders left in the race now. He's looking over.
Well, the crowd are still giving a very generous round of applause. They would have loved to have seen Rossi fighting for the win early on, compromising Rossi's challenge and putting a big dent in his championship battle as well.
Across the line here for Pecco from him. Same lap
by
from Maverick.
Yeah, you've got to give credit to Maverick Vinales. He's not giving this one up, then why would he? 4 seconds. Frustrating day for Jack Miller, a painful day for Jack Miller as well. Painful because of the crash this morning. That's going to really hurt.
Well, even more so with his teammate leading at the moment as well.
That's physically absolutely incensed. I don't think there's going to be any dramas about people keeping 2 metres away from Jack Miller at the moment.
10 laps to situates depending on what sector we're in. Further back, 3 seconds down is Pol Espargaro, but he's now just coming under a bit of late pressure for it shortly.
Yeah, pressure coming from Quartararo, that's for sure. Last time around, which was a couple of tenths quicker than Pol Espargaro, fraction slower than Quartararo. And that's as close as Fabio.
Can't shrug off his teammate at the moment. He's glued to his tail unit. Lecuona and Marquez.
Nakagami reeled in Andrea Dovizioso quite quickly, but getting on the back of a Ducati is one thing, passing it an almighty task, because on that last lap Quartararo was much the quicker man by 3/10. As Pol Espargaro just faced, this will be the stage of the race where there probably will be a drop off with the soft rear.
Yeah, and it's happening at the front as well. Not quite as true. This is the fight for third between Pol Espargaro and Fabio Quartararo,
and we say 3 points is
up towards turn 11. Fabio Quartararo, so much speed through those fast right-handers. Is he close? He stays in 4th. Look at that left-hand side.
Yeah.
The tyre's destroyed for Pol Espargaro.
He's going to have no edge grip on the left as he threes. His pace is just nowhere.
He's gone down. It's Pecco Bagnaia! No! The race leader is down!
He's dumped another monumental twist in the 2020 MotoGP World Championship. It's abject frustration for Pecco Bagnaia.
Whether or not that pace could be maintained for full race distance, and it's the same corner that caught him out in earlier on in the... That's a hard one to call. Might have to get Simon to now.
Carries on.
Incredible, isn't it? MotoGP this year. I mean, where do the stories end? Oh. This is the battle for second. Pol Espargaro and Quartararo, and Joan Mir is closing on the
middle joy for the R46 Academy.
Oh, here comes Quartararo. Sorry, Matt. I thought he's going to go up alongside. He's on the wrong side.
That was close. Can you believe it though, on the last weekend, we thought we were going to have a VR46 lock-in week, mates.
Quartararo knows Mir's coming. This is late charge. It's the late show again from Mir. Poor Pecco Bagnaia here. He must... Maverick Vinales, what a result and a confidence boost this is going to be for him at the moment, after every to pounce on any mistake.
That's really, really heartbreaking. Gut-wrenching that is for... He thought he was absolutely nailed on for his first win today, and it's all gone horribly wrong for him. Your heart really does go out.
Riders here who are all keen to finish on the podium, and one of them won't. Pol's doing a brilliant job at the moment with that
Espargaro right now, because Fabio Quartararo just cannot find a way through. and Mia has come right into the reckoning hit for. Same again here this weekend. Got to get that qualifying sorted out because Mia wouldn't be racing Vinalas right now.
The advantage for him is the top speed because Fabio's finding it really tough, and he's going to have a face full of Joan Mir, Verifone and Marquez, both in the top 8.
Absolutely awesome. Andrea Dovizioso, it's another bonus that Pecco may deserve.
Through turn 11, through turn 12, and Fabio's yet.
Do you know what? I fear for Pol Espargaro. I fear he's not even going to get on the podium, and his efforts today.
Oh, he just can't get any drive, Pol Espargaro at the moment. Here comes Joan Mir. He attacks straight away. Straight away. That's just class.
Rear tyre on the last lap last weekend. Inch perfect, ruthless move to dispose of the Italian. He's done it now to Fabio Quattro. Brilliant braking move though by Pol Espargaro. How strong is he on that front end of the KTM? Quick glimpse there in the Planet Ducati garage of the look. Well, Pol Espargaro will know. He saw Joan Mir's front tyre there, so he'll know it's come.
Mir coming through, turn 11's 12, 13, and now 14. Will Mir attack into turn 14. He's not quite close, and still Pol holds on. Here comes Mir though, up the inside into turn 1. Can he make it stick? Yes, he can. Joan Mir then, up.
Go Tondelli, the PR man, he done it, and Pol Espargaro has lost the podium late on here. Quattararo passed.
Oh, he has. Lecuona was on for a stunning ride, but he's crashed out with 2 laps to go. A podium right in front of his eyes.
He was defending like his life depended on it, wasn't he? There is Lecuona. Dropped Pol Espargaro in the blink of an eye. Absolutely incredible late race speed again from the Suzuki man. The Vinalas camp, they can barely watch.
He really would. The confidence this is going to give him is just unreal. And look at Franco Morbidelli as well. The guy should be in bed. He shouldn't even be out there. He's gone through on Danilo Petrucci now. He's into 9th. A penalty. The stories do not end, and we start the final lap of the race.
Well, he won't take it. He won't take the long lap penalty now because the podium
championship leader then. He might not be the world championship leader now after all because he's got to take that long lap penalty. We're on the last lap of the race.
Will he take it? Hoping that he can somehow get back ahead of Pol Espargaro. We saw how dirty
as we approach the penalty loop at turn 9 and 10. Will he take it here? Has he seen
time penalty? What they'll do, they'll add the time it takes to come through the long lap penalty loop onto his time, and that's going to cost him the podium.
Criticism, and I hold my hand up and thought, I've lost a bit of faith here. Well, he has proven a lot of...
To Remoto GP once again here in Mazzano.
The checkered flag is out, the Kremlins are gone, Mack is back again, he wins, here third, but he'll take a 3-second penalty, which means that Pol Espargaro will inherit the podium finish. What does that mean for the... Where do you begin to analyse this 2020 season? And I'm so GP races.
41 minutes and 55 seconds of just unbelievable action. Unbelievable. Maverick Vinalas takes the victory after heartache for Pecco Bagnaia. Joan Mir, what a charge through for him. KTM no, Pol Espargaro will be promoted back onto the podium, and in some ways he probably deserved it, having Rigami was 6th, Alex Marquez 7th. Great job by him.
Let's hear from Mario Meregali now.
Maverick just told us doubters to shut up. What do you think of his ride?
Exactly, and no, I'm really happy because I think we deserve. We did the pole. Finally, these 25 points are a really good boost.
Did it come down to work in the garage?
The fix maybe is too much, but anyway, here it worked.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
We had basically could feel the bike with the same feeling and behavior that he had during the race. That really had
another incredible, sensational, phenomenal MotoGP race we've had here in Mazzano.
Quattararo is not happy.
He's to ask me before the race, but I would have said...
It was shortened. I had it planned.
No, I was joking. I would have...
That's what meant Quattararo had to do the long lap penalty, and because he didn't do it late on, well, he only had 1 lap to do it, to be fair to him. Over these last 4 Grand Prix, astonishing, but he's right in the battle as well.
To come across the line 2.5 delight. We'll get a telling off for that, for obvious reasons, but the emotions here for Maverick.
Glad I'm not a journalist anymore right now, because I'll be looking at working until about 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow morning to cover that one. Maverick relations from Joan Mir and a warm embrace. Mir, his pace in the second half of the race was incredible. Absolutely.